back's a little sore. Actually, my back's a little sore from my yoga morning practice. So I gotta warm up a little bit more. Now I'm gonna feel better after my earliest yoga session. Today, not so much. Today's Kettlebell Triathlon session. Marlon, welcome in, my friend. They strapped. So I was gonna go with my 18 kilograms loading that on this week. I did my jerks, my snatch Monday. Wednesday I did 9 or 16 intervals because I wanted to move faster. So today I was going to go back to 18s. I think I'm going to go 16s. And I'm going to do 4-4-4. Normally I do 3-3-4, or sometimes I'll do 5 guys. Today I'm going to go just a little bit longer, not too long. I'll take a 4-minute break in between everything. And I'm not going to push for reps. Actually, the goal is going to be to get 120 reps total, which is what I need with the 16s. My weight class. In the 5-5 and the 5-5-5. Yeah, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't make sense. Here we go. Do one more warm-up set of snatches. Drop the bells. Actually, my back is mainly sore. Not hurt, just sore. Squats. The long side on squats. Wednesday. Just talk up the bells and then I'll check in with you guys. And we'll get started. don't chunk up the nose the way I used to. I used to spray it with water bottle. Makes the chalk stick a little bit better. I'm not quite as into the details as I used to be. When you're serious about training for kettlebell sport, all those little details matter. It's only like competition that I'm doing. It's not really competition. I might do something virtual. I basically compare myself with the sport ranking tables and the reps they want you to achieve. That's my only real competition nowadays. Guys. We're about to get started. So we'll see if we can break 120 back in 4 minutes of each event. Oops, hold on. Got a new mat. I'm going to try it on top. On the old mat first. Feels good. All right, guys, let's catch up real quick. What was the question? I have a hard time scrolling up. I apologize because I get chocolate on my phone. Do you warm up? Oh, yeah. I warm up with the kettlebells. Hey, Yogesh. How are you, my friend? Hello from one yogi to another. Nice to have you here, my friend. You were here the other day, right? 2 days ago, I think. If I'm correct. Four minutes on the clock. This is kind of a long cycle. Long cycle means the clean and then the jerking of the head. Remember, it's not press, it's jerk. If I do it correctly, I'm going to feel it 80%, 90% in my legs, very little with the shoulders. If I do it incorrectly, in my shoulders. This one's probably one of the more demanding of the three events that we do. Really demanding with on the cardio system as well as rep. I'm debating doing 6 reps a minute or 7 reps. Feel free to cheer me on. Whew. What's happening across the board? Guys, I gotta run upstairs. Yeah, it's a little bit of fresh. 1 second, guys. Still breathing. Good job with you guys missed it. 28 reps total. It's weird. Extra minute only netted me 3 extra reps. There's a reason for that. We'll get into that in just a minute. Four minutes rest. Official rest. I'll catch up with you guys. The reason why I only had 3 extra reps with a full extra minute, you have to, excuse me, that's still breathing heavy. You have to pace yourself. Last week with only 3 minutes on the clock, I did 9-7-9. Gave me 28 reps, or I'm sorry, 25 reps. You can go out faster knowing you're only going to go for 3 minutes. 4 minutes, you got to pace yourself, even just a minute, a little more. That was a lot. But if my lower back feels off, it was time to get back to reverse hypers. I wish I had something to do reverse hypers on. So I feel this in my neck and my traps. That's the secret to traps, guys. Clean and jerks. And snatches. So I have jerks next. Remember, long cycle, you clean, and then you jerk overhead. Jerks, you're in this position. You only clean it once to get in this position, and then you stay there. 4 minutes. Let's see. 8 reps a minute gives me 32 reps. Hey, Dredson. Dredson, how you been? How are the kids, by the way? They got to be coming up on a year, right? Or maybe they're already a year old. The newborns. It's nice to see them. Then he says they do reverse hypers on an ab bench, but I've done them on a kitchen counter. What is that? What's anchoring your feet in place? I would just pop right over. Just as a striving. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. It's the way kids should be, right? Driving. Thanks for asking. You're welcome, my friend. It's nice to see you. 2 more minutes. So here's the plan. 8 reps a minute gives me 32 reps. That's actually one less than what I got in last week with only 3 minutes on the clock. This week I got that extra minute, so you think I would get more. The plan is to get more, at least a few more, but by holding back for the first 3 minutes and then getting all out for that last if I can. The reverse hypers, my upper back body is living on it. The legs are swimming. Got you. So you're holding on to something, right? One more minute. So I might shoot more. The plan is 8 reps a minute, but maybe 9. 9 reps a minute gives me what? 36 minutes? 36 reps, right? That's not bad. That would be 3 reps plus. About 30 seconds, guys. We'll suit up, get this next event. Remember, this is your triathlon event. Kettlebell sport is, you have what's called the biathlon, which is the jerks, which is what I'm about to do, and 1-arm snatches. Goal is how many you can get in 10 minutes, how many you can get in the other event in 10 minutes. When you do snatches, you can switch to 1 kettlebell. You can switch halfway through. 5 in, 5 left. Then you have the long cycle, which is a separate event, which you saw me do at the beginning. You clean the jerk, then you jerk it over. 10 minutes. And then you have nowadays what's called the triathlon, where you do the long cycle, the jerk, and the snatch, all as one big event. How many reps you get total, what counts. I mentioned 10 minutes. That's the classic. But you also have 5-minute events. You do 5 of each. And you have the what's called the triathlon classic, which is 3, 3, 4. 3 minutes of long cycle, 3 minutes of jerks, 4 minutes of snatches. But I'm doing 4, 4, 4, something different. I want a little extra just to practice going longer. All right, but I like it. Best to have just my hips, stomach lying on a small platform so I can also round my upper back. Like that fully extended. Gotcha. You got a video of doing that? The problem with holding back is I might not have anything left in that hospital. And that backfire. The problem with going out too fast is then I have nothing left in that last minute, and that plan backfired. One of the things with kettlebell sport, all about strategy, especially when you're doing free events, and then even more especially when you do the 1-arm snatch, because if you go out too fast with 1 arm, when you make that switch, you're aerobically and anaerobically spent when you approach it with your last arm. Also, you go out too fast, you end up losing your grip before you finish your one side. You can also tear a callus, which ends the set, or you can get loose in the set. And also that impedes your training for the next week or so. You gotta be careful what you do. On the clock. I think the jerks my favorite exercise. The one I always put my stronger on. Let's go, guys. 4 minutes. Eight. 35. Right? I'm 5 reps up. I think I'm going to bump up my snatch time to 5 minutes. So it'll be 4, 4, 5. The reason I'm switching is because, again, the classic event is 3, 3, 4. So you get that extra 1 minute with the snatches. So just in keeping with that, and pushing it closer to the 5, 5, 5s, I'll do 4, 4, 5. Last event. I put 5 minutes on the clock, means I get 5 minutes of rest. My triceps are shafted like that. When you're in this position, you get a constant stretch on the tricep. And then, of course, you're resting overhead, which works the triceps as well. Switching shirts. I want unrestricted shoulders for my snatches. Don't look. Who needs to see a half naked 16 best? So I hope you want to peek. And pick out my kettlebell. Don't think it matters. Chalk it up. Then I'm going to start my clock. I'll catch up with you guys. This means I'm going to have 2.5 minutes of each side. I'm at 63 reps. Right? I did 28 and 35. So 35, 40, 55, and an extra, what did I say? An extra 5 reps. I'm at 60 reps. Means I need 50 reps total at 5 minutes for my snatches. We got 5 minutes to jack. All right. Is my math right? Help me out, guys. I got 8 and 8. I got 32. 24, right? Plus 10. Who do we have here? Is that Sissy? Sissy's here. Hey, Sissy. Hey, Stitch. Thanks for being here, Stitch. So, I got 8, 8, 8, 24, plus 11, 35, right? You gotta help me out. oxygen deficient. I just did a long set of kettlebell jerks and then long cycle. So 35. And then I got 28 long cycle. 35, 45, 55, 28, 63. Am I right, guys? Help me out. Don't make me take my shoes off so I can keep counting. 63, which means I need, what did I say? I want to get 120. 35 each arm. Oh, then you got lost. Okay. I'm at 63. I'm lost still. 63 reps. If I get another 60, that gives me 123 reps. 60 reps is 15 reps per side. And I got an extra 30 seconds. I got this. Thank you, Marlon. 63 reps. And I want to get 120, which means I need 57 more reps. And I have 2.5 minutes. You didn't know you're going to have to do math today. You're like, I'm going to watch this old guy work out. It's going to be easy. He's going to do toe touches and hip twisters. Well, this is 120. That's the goal. So 120 is what I need in my weight class to qualify. Hey, Abigail. Abigail with top mod. Patrick says, get after it. I will, Patrick. I got about 2.5 more minutes of rest before I do my last event. Abigail says, I miss you, Shirley. I miss Shirley too. Always happy to see her. I'm always happy to see her here, but I'm always happy to see her whenever I encounter her. And I know where she'll be. Abigail says, let's double happen, everyone. Welcome. Thank you, Abigail. Abigail says she's awesome. She is awesome. You're absolutely right about that. 2 minutes to go, guys. So I got 2.5 minutes to do 35 reps per side. I might shoot for 15 reps per minute, maybe 14 reps a minute, and then see what I can get that last 30 seconds before I switch. But we'll see. We'll see how it feels. 9.5, 90 seconds, guys. So again, I got to be strategic. I don't want to rip a callus. I don't want to get a blister because then it impedes my training for the whole rest of the week. Next week. If I were to ask you guys for advice, I'm pretty sure the advice would be just suck it up and get it done. Quit worrying about it. Just get the reps. I appreciate that advice, guys. Same advice I would give you. The situation was reversed. 90 seconds in and out. You can do better. It's going on 9 o'clock for us right now. Maybe even a little after 9. Just about 9-ish. So 2.5 each side. So that's more than 90 seconds, man. 2.5 each side is how many seconds? A lot of seconds. All right, let's suit up. Five on the clock. Technically, all I need is 30 reps per side. 2.5 minutes each. think what I'm going to do is not even worry about how many reps per minute. I'm just going to count the reps total. Okay. Per side. And then see how it goes. Guys, thanks for listening to me. That was a long 5 minutes for you, I know. Trust me, this next 5 minutes for me, guys, believe it or not. Just going right into it. More talk. think 38%. Well done, guys. Give me a second. We'll catch up. Yeah, stay stressed. So, and 130 reps. Or more. I think I got 133 total. Really don't need to add anything on to this. Today I'm not going to. I warmed up with burpees. All right, guys, where am I? Hey, toy pups. Buenos. Let's see. Patrick says that good for your back muscle. Do you know if it helps back pain, particularly low back pain? It does, but there's a lot of technique involved. So you got to learn the technique. You got to start with the lightweight. I have a hurt back. I hurt it in 1990. It recovered, but it was always prone to being restrained. It took me over a year to fully recover. I started deadlifting heavy again. I never quite got back up to my previous weight, but I still ended up going fairly heavy. Still catching my breath. So, kettlebell sport, these exercises really do help my back. I re-injured it next month in a couple of days. It'll be 2 years. And it's taken me a long time. It's still not 100%, but it feels better when I do kettlebell stuff than when I do high rep burpees. High rep certain body weight stuff as well. Same with shoulders. Weird. I can do high reps with the kettlebells, but the high rep body weight stuff no longer agrees with me as much as it used to. Anyway, it really helps reset my back. But again, it takes a bit of training the technique. Let's see. Moreno, did I get that right? Said hi, appreciate that. You're welcome, Patrick. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Hey, Patrick, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. I just, food for thought. If a 6-year-old with a bad back can get high reps, now granted, this isn't a super heavy kettlebell for me. When I used to train competitively for kettlebell sport, I used to train with the 24s. Well, he said that was going to be the competition weight. And then I eventually worked my way up to training with the 28s and for a few minutes with the 32 kilograms. Well, so that's 71 pounds each, just about. These were the 16s that I used today, so 35 pounds each. I also trained a few days a week with the 18s, and every so often I drag out the 20s. 20s are about as heavy as I'm probably going to go. I do have 22s and 24s. Unfortunately, I lent 128 to someone who moved to Hawaii, and I don't know what happened with my kettlebell. So, yeah, if a 6-year-old with a iffy back can do these, Patrick, you definitely can too. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. I'm going to do some more yoga. I got some breath work to do, and I'm going to start cooking. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's much appreciated. Love you guys. Marlon, thank you.